Hi guys, this is just a brief intro to designing your knife. The first thing I want you to do is when you go to SketchUp free online and get onto SketchUp is to maybe go through the tutorial or called the tour. They say, would you like to go on the tour? And that'll go through some of the tools down the left hand side that I'm just going over at the moment. The main ones that you're going to use are actually going to be this one here, where you're going to be drawing rectangles. There's a possibility of doing curves and probably using a 2-point arc is what you're going to do. Definitely the push-pull tool, and then there's things like moving it and orbit. Just to let you know, you'll see here at the moment I've got the push-pull tool. If you press O for orbit, it'll allow you now to spin around your object. If you press H for hand, then it allows you to actually move side to side when you click down your mouse. So O and H are quite handy. I think R for rectangle, and what I'd recommend is that you develop the handle and you also develop the blade separately. And you're just going to draw some rectangles, and then in fact those rectangles, Control Z is go backwards. I would say that my handle is going to be about that big, and I want my I'd like the handle, the blade to be about this long. Then you're just going to use the arc tool. Now I'll just do a simple task for the arc tool. When it's a 2-point, you click where you'd like to start it and where you'd like to end it, and then it starts to, that's the after the 2-point one. Click where you'd like to start, where you'd like to finish. Sorry guys, I think that's, don't know whether that's picking my I'll just test it down here for a second. Oh yeah, that's better. So where you start, where you stop, and then you can take it out as far as you'd like it to go. So I'll just say there, I'll just make this a simple one just for this exercise. And I might actually just do this a wee bit closer. You don't want it overlapping the edge. So and for my blade, let's just say I was going to do a very simple blade there. So you're going to rub out obviously any excess that you don't need. So the shape of my knife is knife handle is just going to be a rounded blade, and here's the blade there. Then it's just a matter of using the push-pull tool. So I can push it up a certain height. Obviously this will be a wee bit thinner. One of the other things, you can obviously now draw some shapes and things inside here, depending on what those shapes look like, and you can push it through. If you keep your finger pressed down, obviously you can take it all the way through, but if I wanted it to reach the not this surface but the next surface, if I keep my finger there, it says would you like it take it through to that edge. And if we have a look using the orbit tool now, you'll see that that's gone right through. So just keep your finger down going to that edge. Once you're happy with your handle, maybe one other tool which is quite interesting is the offset tool. So you can actually click it and then it'll offset from the outside or the perimeter, and again you could then use the push-pull tool and just inset that a wee bit so it makes it look a little bit more detailed and more interesting. Once you've done that, you're going to select the handle, you're going to right click, and you're going to group it. And you can do the same once you've finished with your knife blade, and you're going to make it a group. And what that means now is that we can actually move this and put it inside here. You'll find that it does all sorts of weird and wonderful things if you haven't grouped it. In terms of moving it up and down, if you just you'll see here that when it's blue over on the side where my pointer is,